Hi friends, once again I welcome you guys to the Make IT Simple YouTube channel. In one of my videos, I explained about how to integrate AWS code pipeline with other third-party source control system. The third-party source control system which I took is GitLab, and using event-driven architecture, I show the demo of how the CI/CD process, which is usually a source, build, test, and deploy phases, works with respect to AWS code pipeline. If you didn't go through that video, just go through it and come back to this video. I have given the video link in the description section. The prerequisite for this video is knowledge about the Git and the GitLab or GitHub. I don't want to give much info about GitLab as everyone tends to know about it, but anyhow, we'll give a short intro about GitLab. GitLab is a web-based Git repository that provides free, open, public and private repositories, and it is a complete DevOps platform that enables the professionals to perform all the tasks in a project, starting from project planning and the source code management to monitoring and security and furthermore. And also it allows the teams to collaborate better and build a better software over there. As like GitHub, registering in GitLab and creating the repo is very easy. In this video, I will explain about the same CI/CD process, but this time I'm not going to use the AWS code pipeline. Instead, there is a feature in GitLab itself, which is called GitLab CI. GitLab CI is continuous integration service. It's a part of GitLab that will build and test the code whenever developer pushes the code to application. Mostly, it will be more or less same as like GitHub Actions in GitHub. GitLab CI is a continuous integration service that helps you to automate your release pipeline for fast and reliable application and infrastructure updates. As I can say, like it is also one of the CI/CD tool. So every time when there's a code change, GitLab CI will automate the build, test, and deploy phases of your release process. This enables you to rapidly deliver the features and updates. And GitLab is a source control system. Then how it build, test, and deploy our code. For example, we have GitHub Actions in GitHub and code build in AWS. Similar to that, whether we have anything in GitLab? If so, yes, we have GitLab Runner. What is GitLab Runner in the sense like it's just an application that works with the GitLab CI/CD to run the jobs in a pipeline. Let's see how it works and how it is available. So there are two kind of runners will be available over there. One is shared and specific runner. Shared in the sense like it will be available to all groups or all projects in our GitLab instance, and which means it will be enabled in all the projects, whether it is a public or a private repository. It will be enabled in all the projects by default. And it is like there some machines will be readily available to us, and they'll be providing like around 400 minutes per month. It's available for each users. And how the shared runner will pick up the job means it will be using some queuing algorithm, and it will assign the jobs based on the projects, and that will have the fewest number of jobs that are already running on the shared runners. So it's based upon some queuing algorithm that is readily available. And the specific runner, what is specific runner in the sense like suppose you can have the virtual machine and you can install the runner over there and you can map it with our GitLab instance, so it can make the CI running in that particular machine. So you can install the GitLab runner on any platform or any OS platform. For example, you can install in Windows, Linux, or Mac OS everywhere. And also like you can run inside a Docker container, or you can deploy in a Kubernetes cluster also. Even you can install the GitLab runner in the AWS EC2 or ECS, and also you can configure the autoscaling over there. How this runner specific runner will work is like we can implement the executors. Like if we want to map the executors, like executor in the sense like it can be used to run our builds. For example, how the build script should run, like using the shell script or using Docker or Kubernetes. So this is the executor we need to do the mapping when we are registering the GitLab runner in the specific machine. In this video, I will go with the shared runner. For specific runner, I will be posting another video for like how to install the runner and how to register it. To use the GitLab CI/CD, we'll go to the demo, and this is my repo. So what I am doing is like for the time being, to my pipeline will take more time to execute. For that, initially I'll be pushing my code so that my pipeline will get execute. See what I'm doing is like I'm making some changes. For February 14, I'm just making some changes and I'll try to push my code. Demo 14 changes. Just checking my code. So it will trigger the pipeline, and then let's see what will happen on the pipeline, and I will go to the code overthrow. Yeah, just code got pushed, and if I refresh it, my pipeline is getting triggered. Let's see over here. I'm just refreshing the whole page. Yeah, it gets started. Now let's see what will happen in the GitLab CI/CD. To make use of that, we need to have our application code in our Git repository. So as like GitHub, I created my account in the GitLab, and I have created a sample repository, which is a private as of now, because I have used my access key and secret key. So it is in private mode. So once the demo is over, I will make it as a public one. So this is my CDK demo as a private repository. And to make use of the CI functionality, what you have to do is like, we need to have the GitLab CI file in a root of a repository. For example, in the root of our repository, we should have this GitLab CI.yaml file. Let's see what this file will have. So I'll be opening the Visual Studio Code. And this is our GitLab CI YAML file. So what we'll have is like, we need to specify like where it should my code run, like whether I want to execute my code inside the Docker, or whether I want to execute my code inside any of the shell executor, like that. So what I am specifying, like I want to execute my code inside the Docker image. So I'm specifying this Docker image. And what is this, like the services in the sense, like what I am doing is like I want to run my Docker commands inside the Docker image. So there is a Docker in Docker service is there. So I want to utilize this Docker in Docker service. And this is like kind of a repository. You are like a variables. I want to use these variables across the pipeline files, across the different stages. So I will be declaring in the variable section. So this is the before script. So in this script, what we'll be doing is like whether I want to install some things or I want to do some configuration files and templates, means you can be able to add it over here. For example, I'm installing the curl, JQ, and Python pip. Using the Python pip, I'll be installing the AWS CLI. And after that, I'm just getting the access key and secret key from the environmental variables and setting it over here. And then here, there are the stages we need to be mentioned, like what are the stages we need to have. As of now, I have build, test, and deploy. So in the build stage, what it is like, I just simply like a Docker build commands, like the ECR, we need to build it right simple, like Docker build -t, the repository name, and tagging it and pushing the command. So the only key is like on which branch you need to do. So only when the master code is pushed, we need to do this functionality. We need to execute the stage scripts. So this is the build stage, and next one is like test stage. And the test stage, what I want to do is like I want to execute the script inside the node image. So I just mentioned specifically node. If you are mentioning the image specifically inside this particular stage, means it will take this one only, not in the top one. So we are mentioning the node latest, and the script I want to do, like I want to install the npm install CDK and TypeScript, everything over there. And here I want to run my test cases. So these are the commands I will be giving over here. And then next one is like deploy. So in the deploy stage, I want to execute my deploy command, like the CDK deploy command. Similar to here, similar to the test stage, I'll be using the node image, and the before script I'll be installing the node and the AWS CDK TypeScript everywhere. And there might be a question, I already installed over here, and again I need to install. In GitLab CI, every stage is a kind of separate machine or separate container. So the build will be like separate container, and the test will be a separate container, deploy will be separate container. And there might be question, suppose I want to pass some data, or I want to pass some file, or I want to pass some variable, means how to do it. There will be some, there are some other ways, like for example, we can make use of cache path or cache variable and all. We can be able to do that. And here, similar to that, I'll be using before script, and in the script section, I'll be running my build, and then make use of CDK deploy command. I'll be deploying the CDK script. The CDK script is same as like from here in the library folder. I have the stack, and the stack will be created with the queue over here. And next one is like, let's see, as I said, right here in the CI/CD, where we can have the runners. So in the settings section, in the CI/CD, you can be able to see like what it is. So if you see it here, here only I will be giving my variables, like what are the variables I want to use it. Like if it is a common variables, you can use it over here, or if it depends upon the environment, you can use it in the JSON file or any other file, and you can read it in the GitLab CI file. So these are the variables I want to make use. So I will be adding it over here, the variable section, and here the runner section. This is the runner section I have mentioned over there, like specific and shared runners. So as of now, I'm making use of like shared runner, which is free of cost, and they'll be giving 400 CI per minute. So it will take the runners based on the available one. It will be kind of a random only, as I said, right? It's based on queuing algorithm. It's not like I want to use this one and that one and all. So it will take automatically which one is available. And if you want to like a specific runner, you need to install the runner in the machine. For example, I can go with a virtual machine, I can install it over there, and I need to register the token over there. So there should be some mapping will happen over here to that machine, and we can run our build script in that machine. And if you want to do some scaling the fleet, like I want to execute more runner or more worker, means like we can do it everything over there. And also if you want to secure our runner, everything will be possible in the GitLab. Now let's see what will happen inside our pipelines. So in the pipelines, it will have like 3 stages, like build, and this one is like test stage and deploy stage. So what will the build stage will do is, like as I said, right, in the build stage, it will be pushing my code. In the build stage, it will be pushing my code to the ECR, and everything I add in the variable, like which is a variable, is a repository URL. Now let's see in the ECR whether it has pushed my code or not. And if I refresh it, yeah, you can able to see the latest one is February 14th. That was today I pushed my code. And the next one is like the test is, let's see the test stage, and you can able to see the what is the build, what is the steps it is took and all. Like it will show like what happened in the execution, just like as you see in terminal. If you see it over here, it will have everything, like what are the what happened during execution. You can see it over here, and it is executing everything, and it is executed my test cases, and that's paused. Once it is paused only, it will be moved to the next stage, like the deploy stage. Now here in the deploy stage, similarly you can able to see like what is happening over here, as like how we will be seeing in the terminal section. And it will be started deploying. As of now, it will be printing the npm install. Let's see what is the step over there. In the deploy stage, we'll be having the npm install, and after that what we'll do is like it will be cd deploy. Let's see what will happen. Otherwise we'll go to the previous pipeline which is successfully executed. Yeah, this is the one, right? See here, everything is get passed, and it will create the CloudFormation over here, and it will take some time to execute this one. And by the meantime, it will get executed, and it will create the CloudFormation with the help of the cdk deploy command. Yeah, it's getting executed. Let's see. Yeah, the cdk bootstrap command is executing. Yeah, cdk deploy is executed. Let's see in the CloudFormation. If I just refresh it, yeah, my demo stack is getting executed. Let's see what is the stack name. Inside the bin folder, I can able to, okay, this is my stack name, cdk demo stack. So it is getting created the name of cdk demo stack, and it will create a queue over there. Inside my demo stack, it has one queue, so it will get queue will get created. Let's see what is happening, and it is getting created in progress. Okay, it will take another 1 or 2 minutes, but this is a process of creating a CI in the GitLab. So it is more or less like similar to the GitHub Actions in GitHub and code build in AWS. So it's a kind of a continuous integration service. It will be very helpful or who are creating the repositories in the GitLab. And in this video, I explained about the shared runners. In the upcoming videos, I will explain about the specific runners and how to make use of the executors and all. If you have any doubts, you just post it in the comment section. I'll be very happy to help you guys. Thank you, friends.